We have a final from Gainesville, Florida. Final score, South Carolina Gamecocks 24, Florida Gators 38. It was a close game at the end. I am joined here for this special Gamecocks postgame show by my partner on the channel, Bernie Baskovic, and my friend Adamo Ramoli. So let's give them a round of applause for joining us on the show. Very interesting game. It was a very poor managed game, in my opinion, by Will Muschamp. I just want to talk about what on earth was going on in the end. We have a chance. We're only down 2 scores, and we're moving the ball down the field, but we were taking our sweet time on offense to get back to that line and just wasting clock. We had 6 minutes left. We took that all the way down to 1 minute. It took us 5 minutes to just get in the red zone inside the 10-yard line, and then we blow a 4th down. Colin Hill has a wide open throw to Shi Smith, misses that. It was just not a very good game to watch, and we had so many chances to beat the 3 team in the nation, to make it a close game, and we just couldn't execute there. Bernie, what are your opinions on this game?
I think the main issue comes down to the missed catches, especially. I thought Colin Hill didn't even play that bad. He ended the game 25 for 39 for 290 yards. But if you take into consideration, especially in the first half, how many drop balls there were from the wide receivers, I think that was definitely the difference in the game.
Adamo, you got an opinion on this?
Not really. It would have been nice if South Carolina wore the stickers today, but it's really all I can talk about.
Yeah, that was a bit disappointing. Today was 3-day kickoff of College Mental Health Week in college football. I don't know why the Gamecocks didn't wear the stickers. They were supposed to, but they didn't today. But Kyle Trask had a pretty good performance, 21 for 29, 268 yards for 9.2 average for 4 TDs and 1 interception. But that guy named Kyle Pitts, 4 receptions, 57 yards, but he had 2 touchdowns. He's already caught 6 on the season. And Kadarius Toney also having a big day, having 6 receptions for 86 yards, and he had 1 touchdown. I think what really blew it for the Gamecocks here, especially in the first half, our secondary was not good. Who was it? Dixon was being picked on a lot. RJ Roderick is having problems, especially against Florida. Especially last year, he had a really rough game against Florida. A big 4th down. We just could not. We had a 4th and 14 or something like that, or a 3rd and 14 for Florida. We were about to get the ball back for a chance to take the lead in the game, and we just could not stop them on the 3rd down. That was a huge play. And the thing that I really like seeing from South Carolina today, if there's any takeaway from this game, was definitely our rushing game. We actually have a rushing game this year, and that's something that I haven't been able to say in a very long time. We were moving the ball downfield with our rushing. Kevin Harris, 22 carries for 100 yards and 1 touchdown, and you had Fenwick, 6 carries for 32 yards, but Fenwick did have the big fumble in that game. That hurt there. And Shi had a couple drop passes. Leggett did, I'm pretty sure. It was just not a fundamentally sound game for the Gamecocks, and Will Muschamp just managing that game at the end. I don't know if that's Muschamp or Mike Bobo calling the plays there at the end, but we were just not able to get back to the line and score when we needed to, or have any sense of urgency that we still had a chance to win this game. Because we score, and then just like that Tennessee game, if we score, we make it a 7-point game. We still have 2 timeouts left. If we are able to get a stop with those 2 timeouts, you leave us with a minute, and hopefully we don't botch the punt like we did last week. And then maybe we have a drive to try to tie this game. Overall, I think we played decent against a number 3 team, the number 3 team in the nation. I know we beat the number 3 team in the nation last year, but it's still rough to see when we had so many opportunities to come away with a win in this game, but we just could not execute at all. Colin Hill, I don't know what I think of him, because there's so many plays on 1st and 2nd down that just look so bad and just are not managed well that it's tough to keep rooting for him. But then on those 3rd and 4th downs, he makes up for it, and he's converting the downs and everything, and he's getting the ball downfield. He had some drops, like we said again. I remember Nick Muse dropping a big 1st down completion that was wide open that he just dropped there. But that last throw of the game, obviously, that was brutal. You do not get receivers that wide open in the SEC, and when you do, you have to take advantage of that opportunity. So that really, really hurt for the Gamecocks. Next week, we go down to Vandy. We're going down to Nashville, Tennessee. If we write this game as a win right now, we are going to lose this game. I haven't been able to say that there is a chance that we lose to Vanderbilt in the last 7 years, but I am legitimately scared of this game next week just because how poor we're playing. And if we write this off as a win, I am almost guaranteed that the Gamecocks are going to lose this game just because we need to come out with way more aggression. Our defense needs to play a lot better. Our defensive line needs to get a lot more pressure. I want to see a lot more Zach Pickens and Jordan Birch because those are our two five-star guys, and I know that ratings are just ratings in high school, but they have the physicality and just the presence up front to get pressure on the quarterback, and I just haven't been seeing that really from Enek Bari. Had a good game the first game against Tennessee. Didn't really hear a lot from him today. Aaron Sterling had a decent game. I think he had a sack or something. Who else you got on our defensive line? You got there's more. I just drawn a blank right now, but our defensive line is something that needs to step up. Our secondary, of course, needs to step up. Mukwamu gets a pick today, but that was just a bad throw, and he was able to come up with a nice one-handed catch to be able to get the ball back in the Gamecocks' hands. But J.C. Horn, he didn't have a bad game, didn't have a great game. I didn't hear a lot from Jamie Robinson, but Dixon, he struggled today. There's a lot of miscues from him and a lot of wide open blown coverages. And Tony torched our defense one time, our secondary. We had like literally 4 guys in the middle of the field, and he was able to take it all the way to the house, just rushing straight through all of them. I don't know what the next steps are. I don't know what the next step at quarterback is for the Gamecocks. Do they keep Hill in for Vandy, or do they put Helinski in? Because it's just so off and on with our offense that it's getting frustrating for me. And I kind of want to see Helinski back in, but I also, Colin Hill has been decent for the Gamecocks, which we're scoring and we're moving the ball, but we're just not able to put up the offensive production that we need to beat these good SEC teams. So it's up to a coaching decision, but I am very disappointed in this game with the coaching. I just felt like it was not very well managed, especially in the end of the game. But the offense, I love to see that there was less screenplays going on, and the screenplays that we actually did throw to the wide receivers were turned into decent games. Last week against Tennessee, especially in that first half, we just had a lot of blown, very bad wide receiver screens that just got blown up by the defense. So final score, 24-38. Any closing remarks, Bernie, about the game?
You know what? I don't watch a lot of South Carolina games, but I was actually kind of impressed today, and I think there's a lot of bright spots here.
Any closing remarks?
Not a football guy, but it looked like South Carolina came out, they hit the ball running on the first drive, and then that play kind of deteriorated through the rest of the game.
We got Texas A&M, Alabama up right now, 3:30 game, and then later tonight we got the big Auburn-Georgia game. So thank you so much for watching this video, guys. As always, go Gamecocks. We play Vanderbilt next week in Nashville. I'll be doing a post-game show for that, so definitely stick around and subscribe, like the video, comment, and thank you for watching, and come back next time.